It's hard for caregivers to give themselves permission to feel angry. We feel guilty about the fact that we feel angry. And the guilt feeds the anger, and the anger feeds the guilt, and it can become a vicious circle. One of the hardest things is that our homes often don't feel like home. They feel like a place where we can feel trapped. I was working a 30-hour job at work. My father-in-law was living with us at the time, and he had Parkinson's disease, and then coming home and shouldering a full-time job as his primary caregiver. And I didn't want to go into my own house. I would sit in the driveway and struggle with opening the door, getting out of the car, and going through the front door. I remember one day coming home and thinking, I can't do this anymore. And it was winter in Iowa. I went into the garage and I got a shovel. And I brought it out, and I was so frustrated, so angry. Just the thought of walking through the front door was enough to make this anger rise up within me like a volcano. And there was this mound of ice. There was a place where snow and ice dripped off of the eaves of our house, and they formed this big old mountain of ice in one corner of our driveway. And I took this shovel and I began wailing on it, just wailing on it, screaming, God, I can't do this. Wham! Why should I have to do this? Wham! Even though my husband and I had agreed long before we took his father-in-law in that this is what we were going to do, we were going to do this together, I'm not strong enough. Wham! I'm not good enough. Wham! I'm not gonna. I could see the people in the neighborhood all grabbing up their children from the front yard and hauling them in the front door like, lady down the street's gone crazy. I was so angry that I tore away the cartilage and ligaments from my sternum. I gave myself a condition called costochondritis, which exists to this day. There probably would have been a better way for me to deal with those anger issues, perhaps a little counseling, or found a kickboxing class, something that would have been a healthier choice for me rather than taking a shovel to the ice in the driveway. I eventually did go through the door that day. There were other ways that I had to learn how to deal with that anger. It's part of life, and we have to find ways to deal with it.